Well, hello, sweet friends, and here's a short video to show you how to fill up your root trainer trays. So I've got a tub. I think it's like a cement mixing tub that you can buy at like a home improvement center. And I fill it up with my potting soil, and then I toss it into the root trainers kind of to make an even surface. And then I kind of smudge it around on top, and I get my two fingers and I just kind of gently push down the soil. You don't want to make this too tight in there, but just firm enough so that you're getting all the air pockets out. And you want to do that in every single cell on that tray. There's 32 of them. Doesn't take that long, but just work your way across. And then once you've done that, you can top it up. You can top the tray up a little bit, but you want to make sure to leave some headroom. And actually, in this tray, I've probably not left quite enough headroom. The headroom is kind of the gap on top between the top of the potting soil and the top of the root trainer cells. And you really want to leave a little bit more space than I'm leaving here so that you have room for the water to sink down when you water your trays. Um, but here I just filled the trays up quite a bit, and then I'm packing the soil in, not too tightly, and then getting rid of any excess, wiping it away from the tops and also from the side, just so as you save all that potting soil back into your bucket or your tray, whatever it is, that black thing that's holding all the potting soil. So just clean it off and save any bits, and that's it. That your tray is pretty much finished. And I'm just picking out any like sticks or big bits of potting soil that I didn't want there. Now here I've brought my tray out of my cement mixer tray, and now I'm going to make some holes for my seed. And so I like to use a pencil. I use like a Ticonderoga pencil, and I use the eraser end, and it sets the depth for me really. That's why I like to use it. So you can see I'm making holes in the middle of each of those little cells, using that pencil just to make a nice little place for the sweet pea seed to go. And I'm going to put one seed in every cell. And the reason I do that is because usually sweet pea seed germinates pretty well. You can double up if you've got some old seed. It doesn't really matter if you have one or two plants in there. Two plants you can always pick off you can always take out the weaker plant and just keep one. But you can see I've just dropped one seed into each of those little holes that I've made. Um, sometimes two might fall in, but typically I just put one. If you're keeping your plants in there over the autumn into the spring or into late winter, you really only want one of those sweet pea seeds in there because the root system does get pretty big. So once you have all your seeds in those little pockets, then you can start to cover over the seed. That's really all you want to do. And you can see I'm just gently pushing the soil over every single one. It doesn't really take that long to sow a tray. Um, and then once you've done this, don't forget to mark your tray with the variety, or if you have several varieties, and then give that tray a good watering. And you want to make sure that you've got enough headspace to let the water sink down into that potting soil. Another option you could do is to wet the potting soil before you put it into the tray, but that just makes it a little bit more difficult to get it into those cells. Yep, that's my little label there. And once you've got your label, you've watered it, set it in a warm place, ready to go.